Yeah, so I'ma try to. I gotta find which ones one and two, cause I be putting my shit up backwards. I know y'all be saying the rocking my shit backwards. I be having one, two, three all mixed the fuck up. That's the beginning. I'm trying to get better at this shit. I learn as I grow. And if y'all niggas know how to monetize and do all that shit, I don't know how to do that shit, but help me, please. But yeah, my brother said something powerful. He was like, what you doing is more important than the nigga picking up a handgun or a gun and trying to shoot a nigga. Talking about some shit that he would never think or dream to talk about. Man, I'm telling you, he went through the same shit as me and still going through it, but I had to take medicine. I ain't saying who's worse or who's whatever, but I had to actually, like, I was wiped the fuck out of my mind. I don't think he went as far, but his was different. And I ain't talking his business, but his was different, and mine's is different. But yeah, we went through this, and I told him, like, look. And he said he even tell people to watch my videos. He told his coworkers, he told everybody, like, cause this shit need to be talked about. I told y'all the signs, and I'm gonna have more signs coming too. Like, if you have a mental illness and somebody, like, cause right now, since the world is going through what it's going through, you got a lot of people that they just bug the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they fed the fuck up. Like, everything, like most people, everything ain't going the way they wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad. I told you I went through an experience when this pandemic shit hit. Every single body around me that they don't have mental illnesses. But you know how many niggas I dealt with talking about suicide? And I'm the calmest one in the motherfucking room. And I'm the one with the mental illness. This shit, I ain't saying it ain't affect me, but I think it was the knowledge and what I already gained, what I already been through that was, to me, was worse. When this pandemic hit, everybody normal crashed. Everybody normal crashed. That normal of what they was doing normal, going out, doing this, partying, all that normal, hanging in the clubs, being able to just go out and go to the gym, the bar, drink. Once that shit went down, these niggas' mind states was fucked. And I'm sitting back like, because I wasn't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get my shit together, but I wasn't going nowhere. And they all came to me. It was like, they all had breakdowns. And I'm like, and I told them what I honestly thought. You know what I'm saying? Because if you coming to me like that, I'm like, first thing I said, think you need to see somebody to get some help? I'm not even saying you going through a mental illness, but you think you need to talk to somebody? Because that helped me. You think you need to go to professional help? I ain't saying the professional help is 100%, but I'm saying, like, the professional help, it will help. I mean, they have more knowledge of this shit than me. I'm just saying, like, but at the same time, do you think you at the level where, especially if you debating suicide, that's kind of serious. Like, if somebody come to you and they debating suicide, 9 times out of 10, they just want somebody to talk to. They want somebody to talk. They want somebody to express themselves to them and listen to them and listen to what they saying. And that's what I just became. I just was like, I guess because they figured that I already went through it, but I ain't go through the suicide part, but I went through the mental health part. So when they hear that suicide, when you hear that suicide shit, you just be like, okay, so what's going on? You just listen. You don't have to even give your fucking opinion, because everybody want to get that fucking opinion. You don't even have to give your opinion. Just sit back and just listen to them niggas. Just listen. And it's gonna come out of what's really going on. I had a lot of people doing it. Everybody that's close to me right now almost had a mental breakdown when this pandemic shit hit. At least one. Every single person, at least one. They was all scared. They was all, because they wasn't used, like, when it hit me, I'm just looking at it like, it ain't hit me as hard. Yeah, I still put on my mask or whatever and went in the store because it was mandatory around here or whatever. I had to do all that, but I ain't let that shit hit me in a way where, like, the norm that they was used to, I've been out of it. I've been out of it for years already. Like, going out, I want to go out and party. I want to go out and do this and do that. And I've been out of that shit years before that shit happened, so it didn't affect me. I mean, I'm now trying to get social again, but it didn't affect me like it affected them, because they was on a normal basis with this shit. Every weekend, every other weekend, every weekend after the weekend. You know what I'm saying? They was on a regular basis of just wanting to go and have fun. To them, what they call fun. But to me, I was like, fuck, I'm studying. That's fun. I know it sounds boring to some people. Might say it's boring. You just staying there, you just listening to knowledge all day, or just reading about knowledge. That's fun to me though. They say it's one in every family. Everybody don't have like 1,000 niggas conscious. If everybody was conscious in the family, nah, they don't have that. It's only a couple of people, and it's a couple of people to damn near each group of probably 10 or 20 or 100 niggas. It's only a couple. And they barely basing their reality on that. If they don't hear nothing that interests them into what they listen to, if you be like, won't you listen to this? Won't you listen to that? If it ain't interesting them and their lifestyle, they don't want to hear that shit. So I learned that. So I don't even do that. I'll be like, basically, like, I listen to them first. Everything they got to say before I even say a word. And I'm like, alright, you obviously want my opinion because you asked me. And then I tell them my opinion. And I mean, some people will deny you. Nigga, ain't nothing wrong with me. Like, they don't want to admit like that's something wrong with them. Don't nobody really want to admit. I was the same, so I can't get mad at a nigga getting mad at somebody saying they should go get help or seek medical attention or whatever. They don't want to hear it though, because don't nobody want to be labeled as, I guess, insane or crazy or whatever. But shit, nigga, I've been in the fucking crazy house plenty of times, so I told y'all, like, I humbled myself. Especially being in it more than once. It ain't make me sane it, but it just made me realize some shit. And it's the help. Like, what are y'all doing for y'all family members, man? Step the fuck up, dog. Y'all, it's a lot of people that could be helping their family, but they just write them the fuck off. A lot of people write their fucking family members the fuck off. They don't listen to them. And then some of these motherfuckers be their fucking kids. How disgraceful is that? My mom was just concerned because she seen a pattern in my family. And mine was a little more extreme. But certain things you shouldn't do. Don't call the fucking police on your kids, dog. Do not do that. Cause they could be going through an episode, and if that shit play out a certain way, you will be kidless. Don't do that. Try your best. I know how hard it could be. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing when I was going through it. It's hard. It's probably one of the most hardest things you could do. But do not call the police on your kids. If they didn't put that fucking hands on you, or they seem like they're not a threat to you, do not do that. Even if they do, call a family member. Call a close friend of theirs and let that friend talk them down. Do not call the police. These niggas is about to take me in the alley and beat the shit out of me. And I'm not trying to go on a parent of mine, but do not do that though. I don't go on that situation or that route because that helped me. It did help me, but I was a different type of person. It could have went, if I was a rowdy type of person, it could have went a whole nother way. And I was wrestling with the officer, and he was a nice guy. He didn't pull no guns. He didn't do none of that. But he did put his hands on me, and I was just walking. I know he violated me by putting his hands on me, and I was just walking. But do not call the police on your kids, especially in the mental health phase, and you know they're going through a mental health phase. Don't do that. Call the ambulance so they could talk them down. They don't have guns. Tell them do not send the police. I mean, I know sometimes that shit go left. Cause I was watching a video and it was this lady, and she said she seen this guy, or I guess she was dealing with the guy, and she told him like he's going through a mental health issue. But this nigga ended up having a gun. He shot the police officer. See, it could end up like he shot the police officer, but it could also end up he won't have a gun, but he was a white guy. So they was trying to, they didn't pull guns if they seen a gun. They were just walking up to him like shit was normal because he was a white guy. But if it's a young black teen, they will pull their guns on that nigga and he won't have no weapon. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother ball game for us. Them rules do not apply to us. Don't do that. If your teen going through things and you seeing something different, your teen acting a different way, call an uncle, call an aunt, call somebody that you know probably as a child he respect to come talk to him first, or his older brother or somebody. Don't sit there and don't ever tell your kids and call them. Don't ever call your kids names. Don't ever talk down on your kids. Don't do that. You got a lot of parents that do that. They talk down on that kids, or never say nothing about that. Don't ever talk down on that other parent. If y'all separated, don't ever let them hear you say anything negative about the other parent. I never talk bad about my baby mother in front of my daughter, and she lie and say I did. She never heard it. She never heard it, because I never do. I tell her things like, don't tell your mom certain things and then come back around me and say like you ain't say it, because you just gonna cause problems between me and her. I say some shit like that, like, look, don't do things like that, because your mom gonna call me, we gonna end up arguing, and I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef at all with nobody. I don't want no beef with nobody on YouTube. I don't want no beef with nobody in my personal life. I don't want no beef with nobody. I'm dealing with a battle every day. This is a battle every day. This mental health is a battle every day. I was terrified at the airport, sitting there like, man, what if this happened? What if that? Like, I'm sitting there terrified. I'm like, why am I thinking like this? I can't come here all the time. Like, what the fuck? Like, but I'm just saying, it's a battle every day. You got a mental battle every day. It's bad enough that people with mental illness got a battle every day. And I did say I wasn't just going, like, right now I know this all seems like it's only about schizophrenia, because I told you I didn't dive deep too much into other shit. Because I mean, I want some other people that's dealing with that types of mental health to talk to. I want y'all to chime out. I might holler at some people that I know that got other forms of mental health, and I'm gonna get their opinion on shit, and I'm gonna try to have an interview with them. If I can't have an interview with them, if they don't feel comfortable talking on this shit, I will actually just let them tell me what they feel, and then I relay it back. If they say it's okay, I'm not putting nobody's personal business out there, and I'm not gonna tell y'all who these people are. But just put it like this: say you go into a store, it's like 50 people in the store. 20 of those people to 30 got a mental health issue. I don't need to tell y'all niggas. Y'all see this shit in the grocery store. It'll seem like just some nigga shit, but that's not just nigga shit. That's some mental health shit, or something they've been battling with all day. Like we put the lines to mental health to be extreme. That you got mental health if you go to extreme and take people's lives. Nah, it's not that. It's not just to that extreme. It could be some slight shit. You say the wrong thing to the motherfucker. You want a receipt? Fuck, no, I don't want no receipt, bitch. Fuck you talking about? Like, them niggas just be having a bad day, but that's some mental health shit. Like, you kirking off. Like, I remain, like, I don't know if it's just because how my demeanor was. Like, I remember I dislocated my shoulder when I was 16. And I was on some hard medication. And I ain't understand what high was because I never smoked before. So I'm sitting in the doctor's office, and the lady like going over my shoulder or whatever, like checking on if everything healed right. I think it was 16. I might have been younger. I probably was 15 or whatever. But she was like, "Why you so calm? Is that the medicine you just took? You high?" That's what she said to me, and I was like, I don't know. My mother was like, nah, he got a natural high. So I was like, I'm thinking like, what the fuck is a natural high? So she was like, oh, you just got a natural high, huh? And then my mother was like, yeah, he do. He don't react. This nigga just be calm all the time. Like, when niggas see me kirk off, they know something wrong. And they barely see me do that shit to a certain degree. I'm too fucking calm, dog. I'm too fucking calm. I kirk off, and motherfuckers that know, like, motherfuckers that's rowdy. Like, I was around a lot of rowdy motherfuckers. And the rowdy niggas be like, dog, chill. Because they know if somebody get me to that point, I won't do nothing extreme, but you gonna hear what the fuck I gotta say. Like, especially if you disrespect me in a certain way. But that's how calm I was. Like, I was always a calm kid. I was a hyper kid, but I was always a calm kid when it came to drama. I did not like drama. I don't like that shit. I laugh at that shit. That shit is funny. But if you go to the extreme and try to insult me, like, if you call me names and shit, I don't give a fuck. Like, somebody call me crazy. Like, it depends on what context of crazy you call me. You know what I'm saying? I know clinically insane. Like, I went to the crazy house, so I'm not getting offended that you call me crazy. But if you use it in a context where you really try and offend me, like, you crazy ass nigga, you ain't nothing but crazy, that I might take offense to that in a way. But still I'ma laugh first. I'ma laugh at that shit. Because I have a natural calmness in me, and it's so calm. Like, people get mad at me for not being mad at what they say to me. They do. They say hurtful shit to me or say certain things to me, and they get mad that I don't react. I don't react. And my whole purpose of them saying that I was going through a mental illness with them saying that when they talked to me, I wasn't reacting. So when I do react, sometimes I could be going overboard, but I don't go overboard to the point. I'm like, all right, y'all didn't like when I was too calm. Y'all like when I was like, alright, I comment, but then I still went back to listening mode. And that's what I do now. I just said, fuck it, I'm just go back to listening mode. I'm listening. Oh, you don't got nothing to say? That's what basically most motherfuckers say. Oh, you don't got nothing to say with what I just told you? Oh no, I'm gonna say my piece. I'm just waiting for you to be done, because I don't want to think I'm taking over the conversation or overpowering some shit. Like, you heard the video I put up when we was talking about the rap music. Like, I wanted Eric. I kept saying in the old video, I want to hear what they gotta say. I want to hear what they gotta say, and that's what I want to do. I want to hear what you gotta say. I already said what I had to say on the subject. I don't got nothing to say. Hold up, real quick. Yeah, I just like I was saying. Like, I don't got nothing to say, dog. Like, and I realized, like, the past couple of days, like the past couple, like, months, I'm just gonna go back to that. I'm not gonna go back to like being silent at all, but a lot. I'm just watching and just observing. I'm not gonna lay my 2 cents down. I'm gonna put my piece on here. You want my opinion? I'm gonna put it on here. When it comes to my personal life, I'm gonna just sit back and listen. Sit back and listen, cause it's like, there's no point to sit there and debate with somebody about anything. I'm not debating with nobody no more. I don't debate. I don't want to try to prove nobody wrong about what they say. Nigga, I told y'all all the time. Everything I say, I told y'all. It's about you and your reality. Your brain is connected to your eyes. Whatever you see, nigga, I can't prove you no other justice about what I see and I think is right. It's like I said, we could both look in the sky and I could see some shit and you won't see it. So what is the point of me trying to convince you of some other shit? First of all, you ain't lived the life experiences I lived or knew some of the stuff I know, and I don't know none of the stuff you know. So how can I debate you and try to make you believe something you don't want to believe? It's not about that. I understand. I see it from your point of view, and I'm gonna just tell you what I think in my opinion. But I don't even think I want to tell people in my opinion in like my personal life. I just want to let. Nigga, if they want to learn something, they could get on here and just listen to me talk. And it's not just about, I'm not speaking knowledge or nothing. I'm just speaking my truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to debate with you and try to make it seem like what I'm saying is 100% true. I don't give a fuck if anything I'm saying about mental health. I don't care. Like, if somebody say, you know, you're wrong about that mental health because technically it's this, is that, is this, man. I live this shit first person, man. Not first person, first hand. Gamer. Seen the movie Gamer? Not even Gamer, because he was getting controlled by another motherfucker. First person. I'm the nigga on there with the VR. I'm walking around there, not the VR, but I'm walking around doing the experience. I live this shit like that. So if anybody got their opinion about the mental health in their opinion, I'm 100% sure I will listen to that shit. Because they might say some shit I might like. I might not agree 100%, but I know what I've been through. Everybody base their experience on what they want to learn or what they want to know is based on their first experience of what they already been through. So if they been through some shit and they hear some shit that relate to them, then they gonna listen. I'm just talking shit. To some people, they were like, just some good shit. But to some people, be like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about. He just babbling. That it depends on where you coming from. I'm telling y'all first-hand personal experience of somebody that went through this shit for several years. Actually, I say several years. I'm 37 years old. I went through this shit damn near I want to say my whole life. Undocumented until I got 30. This shit been going on my whole life. Couldn't tell nobody. I kept it a secret for a long ass time. But I'm telling you how to catch the shit in some of these kids' early age. The signs. There's some people, I mean, maybe they appreciate that. My brother, I told him to keep bringing it up. What my brother said to me, that was, nigga, I'm on a motherfucking phone with this nigga, and my voice start cracking and shit. I'm about to, like, my brother never, nigga, me and my brother used to fight all the time. Like, we was Cain and Abel. He used to tell me, nigga, I'm Cain, you Abel. Nigga, why the fuck I gotta be Abel? Cause you the good one, I'm the bad one. Nigga, I'ma kill you. Like, this nigga, it's funny now that I think about that shit, but this nigga, we used to be at each other's throats. Sibling rivalry, y'all know how that go. Inky and Lil, whatever how you wanna look at it, man, me and this nigga was at each other's throats until we separated. And this nigga like my best friend now. We separated for some years. When we was living together all them years, man, this nigga was at each other's throat like every other day over dumb shit. Nigga, where my DVD? Nigga, I don't got your DVD. This is my DVD, nigga. And we was at each other's throats. But we calmed out after my daughter was born, my oldest daughter. We ain't never get into a physical altercation after that. That was 2011. We got physical altercations before that. But after 2000, I don't want to put all my business history, but after 2011, me and my brother, we understood. Another seed came here, you know what I'm saying? We didn't want them to see that. We got more we'll argue. I mean, we still argue to this day. He might say something I disagree with. We'll argue for a little bit, hang up on each other. We talk to each other in like a day or two, or 2 days, or a week later. He see it his way, I see it my way. We about in the same shit. But he see it another way. But he said, oh, he wouldn't dare do what I do here, on here, putting this on here. He wouldn't dare do that. And he said that. And knowing him, the ballsy nigga he is, I'm like, damn, I understand exactly what you're saying. To appreciate that shit from you. And my oldest brother, the work that he put in with me, thank him too. He more calmer than both of us. We the loose cannons. Well, I'm not a loose cannon, but my oldest brother a loose cannon. But he is the calm one. And he been through the most. My oldest brother. He's too calm, dog. I got more gray hair on my fucking head and my face than this nigga got anywhere. And he's older than both of us by almost a decade. You know what I'm saying? He don't let shit stress him out. And I commend him for that. Say life give you lemons, give him lemonade. Life give you drama, throw that shit away. And he know how to do that. I will never talk bad about my brothers. Even though we've been through whatever we've been through. I will never talk bad about them. I will always make sure if I can't say that shit to their face, I won't say that shit to nobody else. I got other brothers on my father's side, but that's a whole nother story right there. But yeah, I don't want this one to be long either. So damn, I already put up 2 videos today. I don't want to bombard niggas and put up 4 videos in one night. I'm gonna just probably listen to the rest of this shit tonight, and then I'll probably put these up tomorrow. So I'm about to be out. I ain't had no topics tonight. I was just talking. I mean, I could have topics because I still wanna dig into the lucid dream shit a little more deeper. Matter of fact, I might do it for like 5 minutes here, cause that's important. Like my brother, matter of fact, when I told y'all about the video on the first video, he showed me about the what I said he was saying about the alien shit. I think it was about the alien shit. I can't remember. That was like an hour ago. Y'all know I don't even remember shit from 5 minutes ago. That was like an hour ago. But he sent me a video on Instagram, and I'm gonna learn how to put these fucking joints on Instagram. But he sent me a video on Instagram, and he sent me another video of this dude talking about dreams. And I told him, nigga, that's crazy. I already did a video on that. Said damn near the same thing. Like, they lied to us about what dreams are. And I can't remember the dude's name because it wasn't tagged with the dude's name, but I don't know who it was. I want to say it was Rashad Jamal, but I really don't know. I seen him one time, his face, but I think it was an older video he did. I can't remember because I just remember the countertop that when he used to do his videos, he'd be on the countertop, and I used to see the shit pop up on my phone, but I never watched them. But it was a dude talking about dreams. So I like, nigga, y'all, they want a lot of y'all make y'all think dreams is just dreams. Dreams are you going to an alternate reality. And I kind of broke down my piece on that. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? My opinion about dreams. Like, cause I have a dream I'm in another setting, and the dead folk around me ain't dead. In this reality that was dead. And it felt real. Like I'm in another world. So y'all got peep like the multi-game, because that's what I wanted to bring up, the multiverse and all that. Y'all got peep like our dreams is about to get chaotic to a point where niggas gonna be like, what, man, that shit was real as shit, dog. But if you don't work on your dream game, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna be having those dreams. But try to work. I told y'all some of the basics y'all could do for y'all dreams, which I could do to help. I told you my shit is always intense. Nigga, I'll tell you a dream from motherfucking 20 years ago. 20 years ago, and it be relevant right now. Y'all gotta get y'all dream game together. That's where the gems are. That's why I don't trip. If I'm down bad, I already know where my life headed. And I'm not thinking this is gonna make me even better. Even if I get to a higher realm or higher prosperity or whatever, I still put this shit out. Cause this is what I think I was here for. That's why I don't look at my mental illness as an illness. That's why you might not hear me say mental illness all the time. I just might say mental health. I'm not going to look at it as an illness. It was my battery. This shit was my battery. It put the battery in my back to overcome it. Put the battery in my back to confront it. And come straight up about what I needed to do in life. Even if I don't get the views or whatever I want, I I don't need nobody from this YouTube that say that I helped them. I already told you. I already talked to my nephews. It's only a couple of them niggas. Every little kid, my man kid. I told this nigga, you wanna be a basketball player, nigga? You taller than me, nigga. You just in the 9th grade, or going to. Like, nigga, hustle. I know it's gonna be hard. You don't want to practice. Hustle, nigga. Fuck you think you gonna sit around and just become a good player? No, hustle, nigga. They don't want the work. They got the height. They got a little bit of the skills, but they just think they just could sit around and the shit gonna happen. And that's what some of us do too as adults. A lot of people think, oh, you just sitting around, you think it's gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen that way, but I'm hustling. I'm trying to hustle in my way. And some people might not look at it through your point of view as hustling, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta hustle. You gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm about to end this though. I said 5 minutes. I went a little longer, but I might come back on another video later on. I might go back into, because I might just jump straight into the things again about dream work. If y'all ain't catch it on the first video, I might go back into that. I just don't want these videos to be over a certain minutes, because I know how y'all niggas attention span is. After 2 minutes, y'all on some different shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I used to have the mind state, nigga, I'm about to go 3 hours, nigga. I told you I had a 3-hour video. I had to delete that shit. That shit took up too much memory, and I was spending gaming that shit, and I was going off. But I know niggas ain't about to sit down for no 3-hour video. I would though. I pause that motherfucker from doing something, go right back to that motherfucker. Like, I won't watch a lot of lectures on this motherfucker, because I'm dedicated to this shit. I done watched a lot of people lectures that's 6 hours. 6 hours, 9 hours. All that. I go in, I would listen. And if I slacked off, I'm going back to listen again, because I'm dedicated. A lot of people don't got the dedication. But I'm about to end this though and then come back. And I might just talk about, I might go into the Mandela effect first and then put out the video about the dreams later. I know y'all niggas really want to talk about the dreams and shit, but I might just go into some new Mandela effects, watch some videos real quick for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and come back, because I got nothing but time right now. So, peace, niggas.